Hello and welcome back to LeeReader. My name is Lee, if you hadn't already guessed, and it is time for my September wrap-up and my October TBR. So September was a very strange month for me. Personally, there's just been a lot going on, a lot of things happening, and I've only managed to get 3 books read in September. But I'm okay with this. And the reason I'm okay with it is that I came to the realisation that it's not a race to finish books, to get 10 books read every month. At least I'm reading, and I'm reading at my own pace, and I'm reading when I can, and that's fine, and that is okay, and I'd like to let you know that it's okay. So, you know, because I was a bit annoyed at myself for only reading 3 books, and I was like, why? I was like, I've read 3 books. 3 books is better than no books, and even if I'd read no books, it's okay. Like, it'll be fine. I know this is like blasphemous to say as a booktuber, but it's okay if you don't read everything that's on your TBR. It is okay, and I realise that now, so I'm okay. So let's talk about the books that I did manage to read. Now, the first book that I finished was The Next Together by Lauren James. This was my carryover book from August, and I really enjoyed it. It was a really great book, super fun to read, and something a bit different as well. It was like, it's the sci-fi YA book, and it's just great. It is out now, and I really recommend you go and check it out. Because it is about a couple who meet at university, but they've kind of met through time, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but there is a reason why they keep meeting, and it's great, and there's going to be another one, and it's left it on a bit of a cliffhanger, and I'm really excited to read the next one. I think it's going to be great. The next book after that I read was The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. Now, this book I really enjoyed. It is a long book, it's like 500+ pages, so it took me a little bit longer to read, but it was great. It has such a good story, and it's so well written, and I'm so excited to start the next 2. So the book follows a guy called Todd. Hewitt is from a place called Prentice Town, and he's about to become a man in their eyes. He's about to become a man until he meets someone strange. After meeting this person, it leads him on this great big huge adventure, which I'm not going to go into because it'll spoil a lot of things for you, but it was truly wonderful. I highly recommend it. I'm so excited to start the next one. I got a feeling this is going to be a wonderful trilogy. And the book that I finished after that was The Drowning of Arthur Braxton by Caroline Smales. Now, some of you might recognise this book. It is being turned into a film by Luke Cutforth, who is Luke Is Not Sexy on YouTube. He is making a film version of this. It was a huge Kickstarter campaign that managed to get its funding, and it's a really good book. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, and you have to kind of, you know, get your head around it a little bit, but it's really well written. It's actually beautifully written, and it's broken up into characters. So it's about a guy called Arthur Braxton, and he meets a beautiful woman in an old swimming house, and it's about them, and it's about their relationship, and it's about Todd as a person. Not Todd, Arthur even, but it is a great book. It is so good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really recommend you go and check it out. I'm also very excited for the film to come out. I think it's going to be wonderful. So those are the books that I completed in September, so let's talk about my October TBR. So in October there is 1 book being carried over from this month, and then I'm going to attempt to read another 3 books on top of that. The book that I am carrying over was from my September TBR, that is Halfback by Sally Green. Now, I've had this book on my shelf for a long time, and I finally started it, and I'm over halfway through, and I am loving it so far. It's about a guy called Nathan who is a half-white, half-black witch, and that is seen as a curse because most witches in this world are all white witches, pure white witches, and he is what they call a half code, so he's half black, half white, and he's like an anomaly. They want to know what he's about. They want to know if he's going to be good, a white witch, or bad, a black witch. So, and it's following his story. This is like, it started, he's like 8, I think, when this book starts, and up to now he's like 16, 17, I think, no, he's 16, and he's coming on 17, which is when they, you know, they have to decide what he's going to be, good or bad, and it's picking up so much speed, and it's brilliant. It's such a good book. I highly recommend it. There's so much going on, and there's so many twists and turns as well, and it's just great. I'm so excited to read Half Wild as well after this because it's going to be so good. Next on my list is a book you might remember from my last video, and that is Asking For It by Louise O'Neill. Like I said in my recent book haul, this book is really being talked about at the moment. This book is about sexual abuse and rape culture and victim blaming, and like I said, I don't think it's going to be an overly enjoyable book to read because apparently it's very real, it hits home, but it's supposed to be very well written, and it's supposed to be a very good book. So I'm very excited to finally jump in with it and get involved with the talk that is happening around it. But I've heard great things about it, so I'm very excited to start this book. Next on my list is a bit of a Halloween read for me, and that is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Now, again, in my recent book haul, you probably saw that I bought the 3rd book, Library of Souls, in this trilogy, so I thought it's probably about time I started the first one. I've tried it before and I didn't really get along with it very well. I managed to get like 50 pages in, I think, but I wasn't really reading much at the time, and I think I was just in a very strange place when I was reading it. So I'm very excited to start this again, and hopefully I'm going to enjoy it. I've heard great things about the whole trilogy, so very excited to start it. Hopefully it's going to work out for me this time. And the last book on my list that I want to get finished is The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness. Now this is the second book of the Chaos Walking trilogy. It is the book that follows The Knife of Never Letting Go, and I really enjoyed that so much that I just have to jump into this one straight away. You know, I'm going to read a few books in between, but I want to get straight in. I really want to get started on this one and find out what happens to Todd on his journey. I'm so excited because the first book left it in such a perfect place, and I'm just so excited for this book. I cannot wait. And that's it for my September wrap-up and my October TBR. Let me know if you've read any of the books on my list. Let's have a discussion about them down in the comments. No spoilers, obviously, don't want to ruin it for anyone else. Yes, but let me know your thoughts, let me know your comments, and I'm excited for the books I've chosen. I think it's going to be a very good month. And that's it for today's video. I hope you're all well. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Goodbye. End of the video bit, so yes, let me know your thoughts down below on any of the books that I've chosen to read or have read. Again, we'll have a little discussion, no spoilers, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's anything you like the look of or that you've read and you really enjoyed or didn't enjoy. Yeah, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all wonderful. Thank you guys so much for always liking, commenting, subscribing. As per always, it's been wonderful. Hopefully October will be a better month for me than September was. September was a very strange month. I might make a vlog about some of the stuff that's happened and get talking about it, because, you know, I think I want to talk about it a bit. So that's a maybe. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that. But yes, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all good. Have a lovely, lovely weekend, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Goodbye.